Ladies and gentlemen, imagine a world where factories are no longer accepting human workers but starting to accept machines, where thousands of employees are replaced by few lines of code or an arm of robotics. For many industries today, this is no longer a science fiction, but it has come to our reality that the fourth industrial revolution are changing the way manufacturing work on a scale we've never been seen before where robotics and artificial intelligence are taking over and displace many human workers just because it's more efficient than having human employees. Today, I'm Nathaniel Alexander Scanlon, as the Prime Minister of the governments are proud to support the motion this House would heavily tax manufacturing corporations that automate majority of their workforce. Before we dive deep into the arguments, let me begin by defining some key points of this debate. Heavily tax refers to imposing significant high amount of taxation rate on specific corporations, including manufacturing companies that automate their human labors. This tax add additional or specialist tax for replacing human labor too rapidly or irresponsibly and helps the government to gain revenue to be reinvested to other programs. Manufacturing corporations are companies that move in the manufacturing section business in producing goods like textiles, electronics, or food processing, etc. These manufacturing companies often replace more than half of their human workforce with automation technologies, including robots, artificial intelligence, conveyor systems, or software and algorithm. This technology in the status quo replace human with robots to be more efficient, but reducing human laborers in their workplace reduce government's tax revenue and humans lose their job. To automate means to replace manual labor and or process with machine, software, or technology that can operate with little or no help from human. This automation can range from physical automation like robots to an autonomous systems such as self-operating forklift in warehouse. While automation can lead to economic growth, it can also reduce tax revenue from governments. And last, tax itself refers to a compulsory fixed financial charge imposed by government to individuals or organizations to raise revenue that supports public goods and services. It is mandatory to pay tax and help stabilize the economy. Robot tax is the best choice in reducing the impact of this automation and increasing the role of tax redistribution. We believe that while automation is a great tool for progress, when manufacturing companies replace the majority of their human workers, they are reducing not only job opportunities but also the amount of income tax the governments collect. Thus, the government cannot support public goods or services because of the low income. Therefore, we believe heavily taxing these companies can compensate for the loss of tax revenue from displaced workers, ensuring that companies are still contributes to public goods and services and helps create fairer economic structure. Moving into our arguments, jobs that have high risk of automation will be replaced by machines or robots. This, of course, causes many workers to lose their jobs, especially on still developing countries and very dense population demographics. And that's why moving to our first argument, this policy helps protecting the economy from structural job displacement. Jobs that require routine manual labors are rapidly disappearing. These are not just any jobs, they often are the livelihood of middle and low income people. Automation without responsibility could lead to structural unemployment where displaced workers cannot find similar employment elsewhere. Many research warn us that millions of manufacturing related jobs are at risk of being displaced in the next few decades because the violence of robotic increase. Without practice measures, we will see growing inequality and widening social divide. Moving to the second argument, it ensures fair tax contribution. This taxation policy ensures that corporations continue to pay their fair share when there are no longer supports as many local workers. This policy fills the gap in the national revenue caused by automation, allowing government to continue funding healthcare, education, and unemployment programs. In a highly automated sectors, incomes are declining sharply. Moving into our last argument, it encourages technical innovation. We are not saying no to innovation, but innovation must come with responsibility. A higher tax on excessive automation can create incentive for corporations to balance productivity and with social impact. It encourages hybrid models where machines assist humans instead of replacing them. This policy ensures that economic growth does not come at the cost of human livelihoods. The fourth industrial revolutions are changing the way we work, but change must not mean abandonment. If we allow automation to displace workers without consequences, we are at risk the economic model that benefits the few and leave many behind. Giving tax on automatic or robotics does not punish companies, but it is to protect the economy and ensure fair tax contribution for governments to continue funding public goods and services. These motions offers fairness and responsibility. Therefore, we, as the government side, are very proud to propose this motion. Thank you very much.